A workshop by Women's Democracy Network Cameroon under the theme Strengthening Responsive Governance in the Northwest and Southwest regions of Cameroon has ended on a note of optimism. The workshop held on Friday, the 27th of June 2026 at the Northwest Regional Delegation of the Ministry of the Economy, Planning and Regional Development brought together representatives of civil society organizations, community leaders, and development stakeholders to discuss ways of promoting inclusive and responsive governance in the Northwest and Southwest regions, which have been plagued by armed conflict for more than a decade. Sponsored by Women's Democracy Network USA, the initiative seeks to improve the inclusion and participation of women in post-conflict reconstruction and decision-making processes within the Regional Assembly. Speaking during the workshop, Niger Mbaya, Program Director of the Interfaith Vision Cameroon, explained the purpose of the initiative and expressed hope that it will strengthen collaboration between public institutions and civil society while promoting responsive governance and peace-building efforts in the conflict-affected regions.
Specifically, the project Responsive Governance in the Northwest region of Cameroon was financed by the Women's Democracy Network USA, and the project seeks to improve inclusion and participation of women in the post-conflict reconstruction and decision-making processes of the Regional Assembly of the Northwest and Southwest region. It is worth noting that the Regional Assembly is charged with the responsibility of ensuring social and economic and territorial development of the crisis-affected regions of the Northwest and Southwest. And since its first mandate, the Regional Assembly has tried to push forward efforts to do this. And in November 2025, the Regional Assembly experienced its elections, bringing in the mandate of a new set of councillors, regional councillors charged with the responsibility of ensuring development in the region. Being at the beginning of a second mandate, it is commonly understood that most regional councillors or elected leaders in general usually face challenges of capacity building in responding to the needs of the offices they have newly been elected to occupy. It is on this backdrop that the Women's Democracy Network financed this project, enabling Women's Democracy Network Cameroon to bring together regional councillors and women-headed civil society organizations to a common platform where the civil society could identify the needs and priorities of the local population across the region and work with the regional councillors towards proposing policies that could respond to the growing needs of the conflict-affected populations of the region. That is the purpose of the workshop today, and we are hoping that at the close of the workshop, we would have had at least 5 policy briefs or proposals that will be handed to the regional councillors so that they could take into consideration these needs or policies in elaborating the budget of the Regional Assembly come 2027. So we look forward to seeing how the needs and priorities of women, girls, and persons with disability will be incorporated into the budget of 2027, thus making the Regional Assembly more responsive to the needs of the conflict-affected region.
Representing the Northwest Regional Assembly was Reverend Professor Anyambot Emmanuel, who said the workshop will help strengthen relations between the Regional Assembly and civil society organizations. He stressed that adopting a bottom-up governance approach will enable authorities to better address the needs of local communities and foster sustainable development in the region.
I think this workshop that I'm attending on behalf of the Northern Regional Assembly is a timely activity which helps us to understand the problems from the grassroots represented by the civil society, which enables us to understand how the issues are being handled in the Northwest from the grassroots upward. That is from bottom-top administration approach to development. And with the new understanding between us and the association, we'll be able to budget very realistically and approach issues which would address the crisis in the Northwest region. It is not duty for which the assembly was created. And until we are able to do that, then there is a missing gap. So I'm so pleased to have been here, and I'm so happy with the participants and their inputs and the understanding and the orientation that we're arriving at. And I do believe that new policies will be made towards the improvement of life in the Northwest region.
Participants who attended the workshop described the discussions as timely and impactful, saying the knowledge gained will help them better advocate for inclusive governance, women's participation, and community-led development initiatives.
Coming to this workshop and looking at what has happened today as women-led organizations, it has been very, very enriching. We have met other peers. We have had a one-on-one relationship with the regional assembly, and we have learned a lot about the regional assembly. Even though I have been coming to the regional assembly, having 1 or 2 meetings there, and so on, knowing some people there, but I think we've had a better understanding today. And the discussions that we've had has enlightened us, all of us collectively, to get to understand who civil society are, women especially, and the regional assembly. And I think this has gone a long way to reinforce the partnership and to strengthen the regional assembly with the thoughts, the ideas that we've shared today, and the collaboration between the regional assembly and the civil society spaces. My take-home message is that I think people are going to know a lot more now about the regional assembly, because as participants here, we are going to articulate that more, and we've encouraged the regional assembly as well to be able to strengthen some components of the structure that will also enhance their visibility and their impact in the community.
This workshop has actually come in a time where it's needful, because there are a lot of things that the community is not aware about, the services that the regional assembly offers in the community. And also, some of us who know about the regional assembly, there are a lot of gaps and challenges that this workshop has come to address. So we really appreciate the organizers for making this initiative possible for us to come together as women-led organizations to discuss on the same table with the regional assembly to discuss these issues and to see the ways forward, to also support them to improve their services in the community. Thank you.
As the workshop comes to an end, stakeholders say strengthening partnerships between government institutions, civil society organizations, and local communities remains key to building responsive governance and lasting peace in the Northwest and Southwest regions of Cameroon. Participants have expressed hope that the recommendations from the workshop will translate into concrete actions that promote inclusion, peace building, and sustainable development.